What is up, guys? What is up, guys? You're welcome back to Trading with Prince. Compliments of the season. Crazy! It's already the end of the year. Okay, guys. Before I start today's video, I want to apologize to everybody. I haven't been able to drop any video for a while. I've actually been ill. I was actually hospitalized for a while. I was actually very sick, but yeah, I was discharged yesterday, and I felt like okay, fine. I really need to do something. I need to drop something out there because I have a lot of text messages, a lot of messages, a lot of questions from people on Telegram group, and people that chatted me up privately to know what's been up. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm doing much better now, gradually. So my advice is this: find time to rest, else it's gonna come for you. Okay, so today I want to talk about um if okay, how am I gonna put this now? I'm going to talk about if what we actually do or what we call trading is gambling. You know, a lot of people make mistakes and um they start off trading and end up gambling, and then they don't actually know that they've been gambling for a while. And for me, no, trading isn't gambling, but then you can start gambling while trading. But before we start, let's just look at the difference between trading and gambling. There's actually a very thin line between the both of them. Um, Actually, a very, very thin line. So basically, gambling is like the betting or stacking of something of value with consciousness of risk and hope to gain on an outcome of a game or a contest or whatever it is you're doing. While trading basically is trading of one currency or another, or foreign exchange of transactions that take place on foreign exchange market. So guys, there were some things I wrote down basically on this topic. There's a clear difference between gambling and trading, but there's a thin line between them. And then you could start trading, and at some point you start to gamble without knowing. So, the first thing that you need to know, or should I say, the first things you need to know that would avoid you from actually gambling is one, when you trade, you need to have a plan. If you're trading, you need to have a plan, you need to have a strategy, you need to know what you are doing. If you follow me in this channel properly, you would know that all the time I'm talking about either smart money concepts, um, BTMS, talking about other blocks, I'm talking about breakers, source. That's my plan, that's my strategy. You need to actually wait for the chart to actually give you those what's it called, those whatever your strategy is. There's really nothing like, I don't think to my greatest knowledge that there's anything like an ideal strategy, but then you need to follow your strategy. You don't just enter the market and start buying and selling and buying and selling and without a plan. You're most likely going to lose the money. That's gambling. Then when you trade, do not trade with your emotions. When you're trading, trade with certainty. When you're trading, don't let probably the losses of the day, the stress of the day, a work field day. Before I trade, I actually um try as much as possible to clear my head. Most times I prefer trading early in the morning because I'm just waking up from sleep. But most times, I barely sleep though. But most times because I'm also, aside from the fact that I trade, I'm also a software developer. So, wake up and just continue what I was doing. But one of the things I make sure I do is whenever I'm not in a good state of mind to trade, I avoid the charts. Yeah, it could be, I know, guys, sometimes it can be very, very tempting and addictive. But guys, the more you look at something, at some point you get to start making mistakes because there are some things you're no longer seeing. You know, you're plain sight, you're seeing the sorry guys, plain sight, you're seeing them, but you're not really seeing it anymore, you know. So you need to make sure that you're not trading with your emotions, you're not pissed, you didn't just finish fighting with somebody or arguing with somebody and you drop on your charts. There's a high chance that you're going to lose your money. So another thing you need to consider is you need to trade with certainty. You know, okay, fine, you know that, okay, my strategy has played up. You need to look at all the things that ensure that, okay, fine, this is what your strategy is. Take for instance this what I highlighted here, and then M15. This is jump 10 index. So I always talk about other blocks. It's not hidden. If you've not watched my video on other blogs, please do check my video. It's gonna be on the card above. So I just did this like before I even started this video. This is just for instance because we do other blogs in this channel. You mark this. This is our other block. Mark it out. This is our entry, and I'm going to take this market. If for instance I was actually in this market or I was waiting for it, I would have taken this market all the way to this stop and I would have been good with it. Whatever that happens here, it's not my business till another other block forms itself, which was here, as you can see. So, and I was actually going to take that market all the way to this place. So that is it. That's the certainty. You just need to wait for your strategy to actually form, your strategy to actually set itself out. These are things I talk about with my private my VIP group people. That reminds me, if you're not on my Telegram group, please check the description right now and click on the link and join the Telegram group. Okay, I share a lot of things there as well. So yeah, certainty. You need to be sure of what you're doing. Then you need to make sure that when you are trading, you have an advantage over the house. When I mean the house, I'm talking about when people gamble, the house, that's the thing they are gambling on. Actually, the people or the organization that set up the gambling system, they have an advantage over every single gambler because um, they know what all most times they know all the possible outcomes and they know how to make sure that it's to their advantage. That's why a lot of times you see a lot of gamblers, or I don't know if they call them gamblers or something. I might be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. You see a lot of people crying that okay, they've lost their money and all. That's because the house doesn't want to lose the money. They have the advantage over you. But you need to make sure when you're trading that you have an advantage over them. And what is your advantage? Your advantage is the strategy you're using to trade the market. It could be whatever it is. I don't know, guys. Everybody has their own method of trading. But you need to know what suits you and what works for you. That should be your advantage. You should have an advantage over these charts. You don't just wake up and start selling, start buying, start selling and buying. You're going to you're gonna blow that account, bro. So yeah, gambling and trading are two different things, but then sometimes we start to gamble in a trade, and what I just mentioned now are factors that could lead to that. You know, factors that actually lead to that when you don't have a plan. When you don't have a good plan, when you're trading with your emotions, that's the second one. When you're not certain, if you look at a chart, guys, the thing is this: you need to make sure that your whatever entry you have about 1:3 or 1:2 risks to reward ratio, because you need to set up your charts properly. And when you're doing your setup and everything doesn't click, avoid it. the market doesn't end, okay? The market doesn't end, so avoid it. Just wait for another setup. Wait for another setup. It's still gonna repeat itself over and over and over and over again. Whatever your strategy is, if it works for you, you're going to see it again. Don't go and enter markets because, okay, fine. For instance, you see this serious downpour here. You just see this, and let's just assume that we're still somewhere here. Let me get this. We're still somewhere here, and you go and sell. Yes. If this is not your, it's gonna give you money, yeah. It's gonna give you money. As you can see, if anybody that did this at this point would have gotten cash, but then 90% of people that would have entered this thing would have entered it with their strategy being formed out here. You don't just wake up and okay, fine, it's going down. What if this happens? And it's like it reverses, like you just have something like this and you're knocked out or something like that. So you need to make sure that you're certain. You make sure that all your strategies are checked out, before you enter the market. So, and also have an advantage over the house. That's just it, guys. Okay, guys, I'm going to be having a free Zoom class on the 21st of this Christmas 2021. My Telegram group, I'm going to share the link on my Telegram group 21st morning, and yeah, it's free. It's for anybody. So I just want to give back to the community, basically. So that's just what I want to do to end my year. So join the group. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and push the notification bell. And if you're interested, you could join and click the link and we get to talk. Okay. Have a nice day, and yeah, adios.